How would you guys like to get a free check from the US government for $20,833 for every 100,000 in self-employed income? And here's the kicker. Even if you made zero profits, you paid no taxes, you qualify for this free money from Uncle Sam, if you're American, of course. God bless America. Well, in this video, we're going to show you step by step. Well, I'm not going to, but my special guest is today, how you can get this free, COVID stimulus money if you're self-employed. Today's title is rather unorthodox for the channel: Secrets to Get Your Self-Employed Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP, 100% forgivable loan, how to get it approved almost every time, okay, from a guy that's been there and done that and done it for many others. Now, while today's video is a little off topic, as I said, at the end of the day, finding your beautiful wife in Ukraine, well, it's not exactly a cheap journey. So I figured this is maybe an unorthodox way of funding your project that you might not have thought of, because this is a huge problem that, well, 44 million Americans qualify for. And according to the stats that I can see, about 9 million are missing out. So did you know 44 million Americans are self-employed and entitled to billions, literally billions, in this free money under the America Cares Act to help Americans survive this COVID pandemic? Yet sadly, like I just said, 9 million approximately self-employed Americans have been left out in the cold, and they haven't received a dime of this free money. And it's literally on silver platter waiting for them to grab, but they don't know how to do it. So, which you'll find out in a moment. So if this is you, you're definitely going to want to watch this video to the very end, as we're going to show you, or Scott's going to show you in a minute, exactly how to do it. So like I say, if you're self-employed, either as a sole proprietor, independent contractor, or you're operating your own company, regardless, either way, you are entitled to get this free money. But the thing is, the window, she's closing fast. End of the month, May 31st, this opportunity is gone. This program is dried up. So what is the problem exactly? Why are millions of self-employed Americans missing out on getting their piece of these billions of dollars of action? These handouts by the government. And more importantly, how can you get your paws on this money for yourself before this opportunity closes? Well, let me introduce you to a man who's done just that for himself and for clients. He's helped clients in the past 30 days get $1 million for free money from Uncle Sam through this PPP program. So without further ado, Scott Frye is a former Wall Street private investment banker, now a legal, financial, and technology consultant to corporate America. He's raised over $50 million for public and private companies in the past 30 years. Now his company, AR Comply, has developed a leading tech app that is helping debottleneck the struggling America's prison system that's now dangerously overcrowded. This app is facilitating prisoner rehab and re-entry into society, which is saving the Department of Corrections an average $65 per day per inmate. Pretty cool, hey? So Scott's a busy boy, so we're very privileged to have him on today, and he's going to walk us through exactly how you can get a check for $20,833. That's if you made $100,000 self-employed income last year, and that's with zero profits. I mean, your gross was 100, but your net, your gross was 100,000, but your net was zero. You can still get that $20,000 paycheck. So without further ado, let's say hello to Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Hello.
Hey. How you doing, Joe?
Good. How is your morning in Alabama?
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Sun shining, beautiful day.
I see that. You got a beam on you right now. So let's get down to brass tacks. Thanks for coming on to show us how this is done, because this is just mind-boggling. When you told me about this problem, I said, hey, well, if you've done it for yourself and your clients, I got 45,000 subs, a lot of those Americans that are probably missing out on this free money too. Let's help them out. So thank you.
Absolutely.
So can you, Scott, let's go to 30,000 feet and give us an idea of how did this problem come about? Like, really, what happened here? Why are so many, like 9 million Americans missing this big paycheck? How did that happen?
So basically, it's primarily the problem childs are the self-employed, sole proprietors, and independent contractors, and which I'm self-employed independent contractor. So I applied last year for the PPP one, Payroll Protection Program one, but I did not. I was not eligible because I didn't show a net profit on my Schedule C. So, so this year they.
Of course, you're trying to save taxes, right?
Oh, well, I mean, any good accountant, or I mean, anybody. You want to pay your fair share, of course. I'm not advocating anything else about that. So they took the net number, and it pretty much disqualified a good chunk of us small business, self-employed independent contractors. So this year they changed the law in March of this year, and of course the banks didn't keep up with it. So I applied again and was turned down. So then I said, okay, well, I'm going to sift through this 1,000-page bill and these thousands of pages, and try to figure out, okay, how do I get this money? So that's basically what I did. I reapplied, and I got the money. And the beauty of this, Joe, is that not only do you get your PPP one that you should have got last year, but now, since PPP 2 came out, Payroll Protection Program 2 came out, now you can get the same thing. So you get a first draw and you get a second draw.
But that's only till May 31st, so literally 30 more days, and then that's done, right?
Exactly. It's crazy that they changed the law in March, or the first week in March, and they were closing it March 31st. It gave them less than a month to people less than a month to figure it out. But
so I just want to qualify.
They increased it till May 31st. So yeah.
So I just want to qualify and make sure I understand. This PPP 1 and 2 money now, it's completely free. It's called a forgivable loan, but is there any situation that it would not be forgivable, or it's 100% free money?
Well, here's the thing: payroll protection, right? Okay, so when you're a self-employed independent contractor, sole proprietor, you're the employee. So if you're the employee, you're on the payroll. You're the payroll. So as long as you pay yourself, then it's forgiven.
Okay, I elect to pay myself. So to answer the question directly, explicitly, there is no situation in which you would have to repay this PPP money, 1 or 2. Is that correct?
No, not as a self-employed independent contractor, sole proprietor. Now, if you had a company and you didn't pay your employees, up to 60%, then yeah, it's not forgivable.
Okay, so that's for companies with employees. But just
Exactly.
if you're the only employee of your company, you get the check. It's 100% forgivable under any situation.
Exactly, because basically 100% of the money is going to you.
Gotcha. I understand. So my next question, Scott, is, why you? I mean, you're a successful business owner. You've got a lot going on in your world. I very much appreciate that you're educating my channel today how they can get this money. But how did you get into this? You're not an accountant.
No. So basically, I did it for myself. I was successful, and so then of course I told somebody, just like I told you, and the next thing you know, well, well, you don't qualify, but other people qualify as an American. Small business, sole proprietor, independent contractor, a self-employed guy, so they said, "Well, can you do it for me?" Yeah, sure. And so I said, and of course they're a little skeptical as well, even though they can see the check that I got or the direct deposit that I got. They said, You know, so I said, absolutely. You know, I won't even charge you up front. How about that? I won't even charge you up front. 20% success fee. Oh yeah, done. And
So
so
no
then
money, no fee. Yeah.
exactly. I don't want any upfront money. Don't, you know, and so if I'm successful, give me 20%. So and then next thing you know, I got a line outside the door. Now all these sole proprietors and, you know, I mean, you know, you got your construction guys, car wash guys, you got et cetera, et cetera. If you're an independent contractor, sole proprietor, or self-employed, you qualify.
Perfect. Yeah. And it's just like when you told me, I said, wow, there's got to be a lot of self-employed Americans on my 45,000 subs. Let's help them out. And you said, great, no problem. So good news spreads fast, as they say, especially when this gift money is literally gone in 30 days from today.
May 31st.
That's the thing. So it's very time sensitive opportunity. Okay. So the next thing is, Scott, how can our viewers that are self-employed Americans, how can they get this money? Can you walk them through step by step? So if they want to, they can go out and do it themselves.
Sure. Basically, I wouldn't go to your bank because they're not going to help you for the most part.
Can you pause for a second? Why is that? I mean, weren't they told go to your bank? They will help fill out the PPP application for you. Why are they not able to help?
Yeah, well, you would think, Joe, you would really think that would be the case, but they're after the more higher dollar accounts, your million, 2 million, $5, $10 million accounts, those types of things. They don't really care about a guy making $20,000 a year, $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, because you know the max loan that the guy would get would be $20,833, but that's times two, first draw, second draw. So really, it's 41,000 something.
Right. So if you make 100,000 a year, that's the max check you can get.
That's correct.
20,800. So for year one and year two, bringing in $41,000 and change,
Exactly.
the max check you can get. So basically, the banks are not helping out the little guy. They're telling you to go pound sand, or they're just, what are they doing? They're just turning you away at the door, or what are they doing?
Well, no, I mean, they're, you know, okay, go ahead and fill this out, and we'll see. We'll try to process this for you. Well, I mean, you know, a lot of guys that are coming to me, they've been waiting weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and of course, May 31st is coming, you know, right around the corner. So, you know, it's really unfair, for real.
Okay, sorry about that. So how can a self-employed person, you know, what do they do? Step one, step two, step three to get this check?
Okay, so basically, there's an aggregate loan website called Wompley, WOMPLEY. I'm sorry, WOMPLY.com. You go to the website. It's the PPP Fast Lane is what it's called. You do the one-time application, and it's for both draws, first and second draws. But you, even filling out the application, you got to make sure things are filled out correctly. You got to make sure things match, and so forth and so on. Because I've had, again, several clients come to me and say, well, you know, how come I haven't been able to get it? And then I go and I look at their review of their application, and I can see why. You know, this didn't match that or whatever. They're trying to protect against fraud. They're trying to protect you, really, against other people who are trying to get your money. So basically, you just go on Wompley, WOMPLY.com. You fill out the basic information, certify key facts, provide your bank details, upload tax documents, select your, you know, you want the first and second draw, of course. You review it and you submit it, and within 7 to 10 days, you'll have your money. It will go to the SBA, Small Business Administration, to check and make sure you haven't filed more than one, PPP loan application. Once that comes back, goes to the lender, voila, there you go, direct deposit to your account.
Wow, okay. So you make it sound easy. So why is it easy? But 9 million Americans are not doing it. Is there something you left out here, Scott?
Well, like I said, sometimes they don't match things. I mean, I've seen different scenarios whereby they were just simple mistakes, but simple mistakes are going to stop the procedure, which is going to stop your money.
I see.
I had Joe. I had a guy that he tried to change some things or whatnot, and he just missed out on $20,833, and he was mad because he couldn't figure out what happened, and we fixed it in the matter of I found the problem in 15 to 20 minutes, and now he's got his money.
So I guess the huge point here, Scott, is that with March 31st, that deadline 30 days away, there's no time to screw up on the application. If you screw up, probably this opportunity window is closed, eh?
Exactly.
So what can guys do if they don't want to take a chance on screwing it up, if they want your help? What can they do?
Okay, so I gave my number to Joe, and
right there, guys.
and also an application to even be even quicker. I'll get back to you immediately, and we'll knock this thing out.
Sounds good. And so remind everybody, what's it going to cost them?
So I don't charge anything up front. There's only a 20% success fee in the back end. It's that simple.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So right there, guys, there's the phone number and Scott's application. So just go to the description below this video and you'll see his number. You can call him or text him, or better yet, fill out the application so that he knows you're serious, right? Because you're probably going to take it in priority of serious applicants, right?
Exactly.
So thanks very much, Scott. Really appreciate your time and educating everybody how to get this free money from Uncle Sam. Doesn't happen too much time in their lifetime. You get $41,000 free as an entrepreneur.
Exactly. I appreciate you, Joe.
Thanks again, Scott. Bye for now.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Been searching for a beautiful wife? Do you dream of meeting the perfect woman, but haven't found her? Well, imagine if there was a simple way this could all change for you. Imagine if there was a Canadian marriage agency that would introduce you to as many beautiful women as it takes until you find the one. Ukraine, a lost world of beautiful traditional women. At last, a place where you can find the beautiful wife you have always dreamed of. Every Ukrainian woman dreams of having a happy family. Now you can have a traditional beautiful wife from Ukraine, creating happy family memories forever. So what are you waiting for? Register right now and Skype our beautiful ladies completely free. So what makes us different, you might ask? Why not ask Google simply by searching Match Guarantee Reviews?